Man, just been thinking like we really made it, dog. We really out here surviving. They ain't want us to though. They ain't want us to. But you know, it be like that. We we winning. We winning. But we can't never take our foot off the gas. We can't take our foot off the gas because that's when things change. I'm excited, super excited because we got to be grateful. You gotta be grateful. There's been a lot of times that I ain't even realized that I was living in some of the best times of my life, and I wish I was able to tap myself on the shoulder and be like, bro, you winning, you overcoming. You know what I'm saying? You overcoming the odds, you beating the odds. But every now and again it gets tough, and I'm not gonna lie. Right now, I'm in a drought. You know what I mean? I'm in a tough season. The abundance has slowed down. It ain't stopped, but it has slowed down. I'm still blessed and highly favored. You know what I'm saying? I had to get rid of some of those old habits, those old ways that was holding me back. You feel me? And I think that's just part of life. We just gotta purge. We gotta fast. We gotta sacrifice so that we can become stronger versions of ourselves. And I ain't gonna lie, it took me a while to really realize that you know what I'm saying. In order to be on my grind, that I had to stay consistent, stay focused, stay disciplined. And sometimes we lack the motivation. I know I do, and I go out look for it outside of myself. But that's not the way it works. You gotta dig deep within to make that thing happen. And it's been years. What's good, gamer? It's been years that folks be kind of like stagnant. I know I was stagnant for a minute, but in order to keep reaping our harvest, we gotta keep putting in that work. We can't just go out there when we want to eat, man. We gotta also water it, weed it. You know what I'm saying? Make sure everything going good, but we want to go out to the garden and just eat when it's time to eat. But in order to survive, we gotta do what we gotta do to survive. We survivors. We've been through COVID. We done been through economic downturns. We done been through people abandoning us, leaving us. I know, like, I'm just realizing that I got abandonment issues. You feel me? I got all kind of issues when I feel like people trying to jump ship on me. I turn into somebody who I don't even know. You know what I mean? But it's like that's one of the enemies that I got. That's the enemy, and it's all in my mind. It's how I view things, and I gotta flip it. I gotta flip it so it's like it becomes a strength of mine. You feel me? Turn my weaknesses into our strengths, because that's how we grind. You know what I mean? We gotta turn the things that hold us back into the things that push us forward. You know what I'm saying? Because we've been chosen. And when you chosen, they gonna try to rip you apart. They gonna try to knock you off your square, take you off your purpose. But you know what it is. You got that feeling. You got that feeling like you special, man. So you gotta trust in that feeling, trust in who you are, trust in who you're becoming, and stick to the process. Trust the process. So easily we feel like, man, we got this, and we be on cruise control. Man, that's when we start losing, for real. That's when we start losing. We gotta stay focused at all times, especially when you don't want to do it, especially when you feel like you up. That's when you come back in there and you continue to do those reps. Continue to do those reps and ask yourself, like, what can you do to be who it is that you want to become? Because it's easy to be like, I come this far, but have you made it yet? You know what I'm saying? Have you made it? Have you become that person that you feel like is unstoppable, even when you are unstoppable? Like, why give in? Why give up? Why take your foot off the gas? Like, you know what I'm saying? They want us to be so distracted out this junk. Like that's why the internet and social media is free. It took me so long to realize that like the internet is free because they want us distracted. They're causing division. That's the best way to get into our minds by giving us this free app with constant stimulation. Constant stimulation. Like I was just talking to somebody who I've known for 20 years about how life used to be before this internet shit. Like me and this person used to chill and just let DVDs loop, they just keep playing. We just chilling, doing what we doing. Man, we used to just set up times to spend with other people, you know what I'm saying? Not even just to go out and party and to turn up to drink, like just to like we just getting out the house to interact. Now we don't need to interact. What's up, Nancy? How you feeling today? Yeah, I mean, if you lonely, join the chat, man. We here, we here. You know, and loneliness be loneliness is real. I be feeling lonely as a mug too, Nancy, and it's like it's hard because some of the things that I used to do, I don't do no more. Yeah, when you retire, Robert, I mean, I guess it's like you done already seen the way the world's going. Yeah, of course I love God, you know, and I be wondering why God is pushing me into these situations to where he's the only one that I can turn to. You know, I feel like I've been living so wrong for so long that God trying to show me like, man, give him his time. And I pray that I can be retired one day. Right now I'm working like crazy, you know what I'm saying? And thinking about the time that I wasted and the time that I can't get back. I was thinking about getting baptized too. I was baptized when I was younger, but you know, I think I need to cleanse my spirit again. I even be thinking about cutting my hair to get rid of some of this negative energy that I had, but I was on I guess I was on a like an oath where I was just showing God that I love how He made me. You know what I mean? I don't need to focus on my outward appearance, but then I think at the same time I got a little bit too far with it. Congratulations on your mom's getting baptized. That's always a beautiful thing. You know, God is able to wash some of our sins away. You know, wash our sins away when we give our life to Him, and we can start all over. And I've been thinking that way too. Like I want to get baptized. I want to get rid of some of the old things that I used to do. You know what I mean? The stuff I'm getting all worked up here. The stuff that I used to put in front of God. You know, the things that I used to put in front of my salvation, my family. My favorite book in the Bible, I think, is actually Revelations. I ain't read too much of it, but I just like how it's like it talks about the last days. I really like Proverbs as well. Proverbs for me, it tells us like some of the rules that I wish I've known in life. You know what I'm saying? There's so many things that Proverbs talks about, and I'm like, wow, how do they know these things? And it happened so long ago. But it's like Proverbs lays out ways to make it in the world for me. Hey, what's going on, Jennifer? What you like about Matthew, the book of Matthew? See, I'm young in my faith. I'm young in my faith. I gotta get more into it. Like the world done battered me. You feel me? The world done beat me up to the point where the only thing I could do is turn to God. You know, that I ain't even make this what is this YouTube. It wasn't even for the purpose of turning to God. So it's like, you know, yeah, man. It's just trying to figure out ways to cope out here because I need to transform my life. You feel me? I gotta transform my life because The things that I be doing on an everyday basis have been destroying me mentally, physically, emotionally, destroying me. You feel me? And I know I ain't the only one feeling like this. So Nancy, when you say you was lonely, I'm like, I'm lonely too. Not even on no desperation level, just like it's hard to make connections with people out here. And you see it when you watch the news. Like people are tripping. We all do need God. We need to go to God. Oh no. Yeah, you said you dying. Like, what do you mean? Like, you have an illness, or you just dying inside? Like, you feel like you lonely, you feel isolated. Whatever's going on, I'm definitely praying for you. You know, I know what it feels like to. Oh no, I'm sorry to hear that. Cancer. You know, definitely praying for you. Are you taking any treatment? Are you just cutting back on some of the things you're doing? How long? What kind of cancer? All right. Take care, Nancy. But yeah, man, like I said, man, we survivors and we all got testimonies. And yeah, yeah, I agree, Jennifer. But for me, it's hard for me to make connections off of social media because, like, I got bad habits that I have to be picking up. So I need to be around people who's gonna encourage me and lift me up. You know what I mean? But I got like I met a guy who says that he has like some kind of groups where we all get together and we just talk about life, and you know that way you can also have some kind of companionship, and you know what I mean, because it do be like wild out here for real to try to grow when you feel like everything is designed to stress you out and keep you in the same spot. But my even my kids was telling me, why don't you go to the gym, meet some people at the gym, work out, and then maybe they could teach you to be healthy and get healthy habits. And I'm like, man, kids are smart, man. Kids are smart. He gave me some good ideas, so I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna get out there, meet some people, do some positive things. Social media definitely is not gonna help. Social media has been a huge downfall. I've learned a lot, but then there's so many distractions on social media as well that it's like, you gotta kind of like weed through it. Yeah, you gotta have the actual real people in your life. Like, you know what I mean? Real good people in your life. And I realized for me, like, if I don't have good people, I start to make bad decisions. I need to have people that I can bounce ideas on, and they be like, nah, man, that's not a good idea to go do what you about to go do. And then I can model my life on like the things that they do that I see make them successful. Like I had a homeboy, I seen him cooking for his family. I'm like, oh, you be cooking? He's like, yeah, I cook to make it easier on my wife. And then I'm like, that's a good idea. Yeah, I need to get to the next level. You start to transcend to get to the next level because it's like right now I'm down here and I've been comfortable down there for a while, and I feel like maybe God is shaking me up so I can get up here where He wants me to be, and it's uncomfortable. You know what I mean? It is uncomfortable to try to get rid of the old me, the old habits, and then during that process, I'm thinking about all the dumb stuff I did to pick up these habits and all the time I've wasted. And it's like this is the process, though. This is the process. It's all about the growth. And sometimes I need somebody to talk. Hakuna Matata, yeah. It means no worries. Like it is what it is, right? Yeah, Hakuna Matata. So try to take that mindset and move forward and be the strongest version of myself, and just know that I got to go through this to build. No drinking, no smoking weed. Yeah, that's the problem. No more drinking and no more smoking weed. I be feeling like it's helping me, but it's really only hindering me. It's not helping me with my problems. It's just like making me forget them for the moment, for the time being. You know what I mean? But this is helpful. Like these talks on social media. Yeah, yeah. It's definitely taking the first step. I'm going to go find groups of people that I can like minded people that I can talk to. Yeah. Believing in myself is key. And I think that's for everybody, you know. We gotta believe in ourselves. I think sometimes I think about like when I was in school, there was so much stuff that I wanted to do, but I didn't like believe in myself, believe that I would be good enough to even join like a talent show or something like that, or try out for basketball. You know, it's like I never really had that belief in myself. So I try to teach the kids, like, man, you can do it, man. Anything you put your mind to, you can do it. Yeah, walking in faith. Yeah. Yeah, I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Yeah, no, no more drinking. I was drinking like 2 weeks ago, Jennifer, and man, I was tripping. I was tripping. I drank a lot, and I realized that it makes me somebody who I'm not. Like I go off my impulse. I get all in my feelings. I get irritated. It's like, but when we cool, I'm cool. But alcohol makes it so I'm easily triggered, and that's not good at all. The number two next to your name, I think it's like you're one of my top followers or fans. It says so. It just lets me know like when I go live, it's somebody who you interact with me a lot. Yeah, I'm not drinking no more either, man. Drinking alcohol, like I know why they call it spirits now because with me, one minute I'm good, and the next minute I'm tripping out, and then I try to go apologize to people like, man, it's not me, it was the alcohol. But man, I've had drug and alcohol issues for years, so it's like it took me so long to realize, man, when I'm on drugs and alcohol, I'm not myself. Like even though like that's the trick. It makes you think like we're gonna have a good time because one time we was high and we had a great time. One time we was drunk and we had a great time. But then it's like you never know. You never know. I was watching a podcast and it was like the amount of people who are dead because of being drunk and doing something dumb. The amount of people are in jail because they were drunk and they did something dumb. Like if you really do the research, it's crazy. And for me, it's like it's not even worth it. Yeah, I haven't messed with the wax pens. I actually did some gummies the other day. The jumps was on point. They had me tripping, not on a bad way, just like laughing and it was fun. Yeah, I was sober off the alcohol for like I think like a year, but then the stress hit me and I started drinking again. And when you start doing something again, it's like for me, it was worse than it was when I stopped. So, right. Like, so I stopped about 2 weeks ago. I'm not gonna mess with that no more. It's not for me, man. Smoke a little bud and just chill, spend time with my kids. I don't go outside like I used to. I know I don't like the smell of alcohol either, and I don't like the taste of it. But I guess I like that feeling where it makes me kind of carefree. But then, like I said, it also brings out another side of me that I don't enjoy, you know. And I wish I could go back and just never indulge. Yeah, I like the gummies how it's kind of mellow, but only thing is it didn't hit like it was supposed to after I did it. Like the first night I did the gummies, I was on. The second night I did it, it was like I was just tired. Then I did it the third night and I don't even feel it. Oh, excuse me, sorry. Yeah, the gummies do take a while to kick in. That's why I like smoking. I just smoke it. But every now and again I want to do something different. I remember one time I had tried to make some edibles. I made some brownies and I didn't think they was working. So I ate like the whole pan. Bro, I was tripping. Oh man. So they've had me kind of nervous of the edibles for a while because you can't really tell like if you do too much or whatever until it's too late. Yeah, I know I need to get therapy, Jennifer. And I hate to say it too, because for the longest time I didn't think that I needed therapy, but I think about all the dumb stuff that I had done, and it's like, yo, maybe if I was talking about this stuff before it got to where it got to, it wouldn't be so bad. But I'm gonna look into it because I realized that yeah, bud don't give you no hangover. It make you tired and make you hungry. Mention hungry, I gotta eat something. But you know, excuse me, this is kind of like a therapy session too for me. Just being able to talk because I don't really have a social group that I talk to very much. I don't take SSRI. What? Is it backwards? Oh, I've been in and out of therapy over half my life, and honestly, it doesn't help much. But I help on medication. Oh, it's a medication. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I always thought therapy was just talking. I don't know if it's gonna help. But at this point, I'm just trying to look into because I feel like I need a mentor or something to be able to bounce my ideas off of too. To be like, man, because I made some dumb decisions and I'm like, man, why did I even do that? And I started thinking, I'd be like, man, it's probably because I'm getting all my influences from dumb TV shows or dumb music or celebrities. And it's like for me, I don't really have a lot of males in my family or in my near circle that I can look up to and be like, oh yeah, so and so they living a good life. I want to follow in their footsteps. So that's why I kind of want to start a nonprofit to help other people, like young teens, like middle school and high school. Because I'm like, if I would have had somebody come to me in middle school and high school and tell me about like taking the first step, like we were saying, believing in ourselves and going out there and becoming the best version, I always kind of was like, oh, ain't no point of doing this because it ain't gonna work for me. And I guess it kind of stuck. But I would love to catch younger kids and give them confidence so they can go into the world and be able to conquer. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, weed soda. I never heard of that. Oh yeah, I had some coffee this morning. I drink coffee every now and again. I try to stay away from the Sorry. I try to stay away from the prescriptions though. Damn, being on this live got me just like tired. I ain't been able to sleep. What street name is Welly? Yeah, that's what made me start drinking coffee. That's crazy because I heard coffee's good when you have a headache. So I started drinking coffee for a headache. And like I said, I got an addictive personality. So next thing you know, I'm waking up every morning drinking coffee. But then it was like, nah, I need to leave it alone because I started looking at my credit cards. Like, damn, I'm spending like $30 a month on coffee. But yeah, coffee. One day I drank some coffee when I had a headache. About 5 minutes later, that headache was gone. It was gone. Oh yeah, I know some people on the streets, so I get it off the streets unless it's gummies. You know what I'm saying? I guess dispensary weed's cool. I don't know, but yeah, I got a few people I know, so I just get it on the street. Yeah, the only soda I like to drink is ginger ale. And I be thinking that's for my stomach. Ginger ale be helping my stomach when I don't feel good. But yeah, you know what it is. Trying to become a better person, man. Trying to eat better, drink better, speak to my kids better, speak to people better, take care of myself better. Yeah, I'm gonna look into it to making a nonprofit because I really want to, reach out and get out into the community and make this world a better place. Yeah, I think it's a good goal. What's up? What's up? What's up? Yeah, I need to have faith in myself and got a lot of ideas in this brain. I got a lot of ideas about how I can be who I needed to be for somebody else. And I come on here and I always talk about how the media and the industry be controlling the young minds. So it's like we got to fight them on the other end, give them good things to think about. Oh yeah, yeah, just weed for me right now. Just weed for me. Just weed and coffee. Hey Barbara, how's it going? Hopefully y'all having a blessed day. It's nice outside. I went for a walk earlier with my kids just to try to relax my mind. Just need to get some sun, some fresh air. Yeah, the crazy thing is I used to work at a gym, but I need to get back in it. Like sometimes I lose focus and my mind be all over the place and I'm like, and then it's like I don't realize until it's like I done dang near burnt myself out, ain't getting no sleep, ain't eating. And then I realized like, yo, I gotta get back in that gym. Yeah. Yeah, it's a lot, man. It's a lot of ways to make sure that I stay on task. That's why I be coming on here. They saying that, meet good people at the gym, do more on YouTube. I'm gonna do more on YouTube. I'm gonna be on here more often because this makes me like be able to get my thoughts out. I know I'm never here because I'm running around here acting like a fool, trying to fix my life. I'm like and then just today I'm just sitting down like, man, trying to realize like you can only control what you can control. Some things just are out of your power. So I'm just like, man, let me just come online and just chill for a little bit. Talk. Y'all pull up and we rap. Hey, hey, how's it going? But yeah, y'all, I'm gonna catch up with y'all again soon. Thanks for stopping in. Y'all be easy.